Already the verdict on which side is headed for victory seems to be out, but prematurely so, according to international criminal lawyer Godfrey Musila.
When watching what has transpired in court, many people have rushed to the conclusion that this case has collapsed. It is important to note a number of things. Number one, that the oral evidence that is being given in court is only part of the evidence. There is more evidence that was given in the closed sessions. We don't have access to it.
Do you have enough money to distribute this amount?
I wish I did have that amount of money. I would be a very happy person.
Can you describe to the court the entirety of your patrimony? How much money you have?
Madam President, I am not saying I am a poor person.
This goes a little bit too far, Mr. Prosecutor.
Many may think Ocampo's case is now crumbling, especially after watching the prosecutor cross-examine Uhuru Kenyatta on Wednesday.
He was incoherent. He doesn't speak the best English in the world. There was no clear line of argument, because the role of cross-examination is to ask questions that undermine the story that has been told before the court. He knows this is the biggest case, and I think he regards Uhuru as his biggest catch. So he wants to be there. He wants to be in the middle of the action.
Actually, he performed below par, according to Musila, allowing the witness to outshine him.
If you are able to show there was no common plan, you were not at the State House meetings, and actually you were not a member of Mungiki, or you did not organize anything with Mungiki, then the whole case falls on that.
The international criminal lawyer observes that Kenyatta had done well enough to delink himself from the Mungiki.
But then comes MP Nguai, who actually admits that I had meetings with these people, but I did not link them with the person they wanted me to link them.
What they wanted was more of money and resources and ammunition to go and make attacks.
That raises serious doubts in the minds of the judges, and I think undermines Uhuru Kenyatta's testimony.
What Kenyatta's defense apparently wanted to achieve was to discredit some two witnesses Nguyai met after they defected from the defense side to become prosecution's witnesses.
It appears that those two witnesses, the case against Uhuru Kenyatta, hinges largely on those two witnesses. And I think the strategy was, if we manage to undermine the credibility of these two, then the case will largely collapse.
There are significant differences between the first and the second cases. The second one appears more complicated, with suspects facing up to 5 charges compared to 3 charges leveled against suspects in case 1. In Musila's view, Ocampo regards case 2 as his big one.
The first case, the prosecutor had to create an organization, the network, which did not pre-exist the crime, which did not pre-exist. So if you make arguments that actually tend to be showing that the network does not exist, the case collapses. But with respect to the second case, they are saying we have a non-state actor who is Mungiki, who was activated by state actors to commit crimes.
The defense strategies are also different in the two cases.
The first case, there seemed to be a level of solidarity among the 3 suspects, which was such that the case was really tightly argued, very coherent, one speaking with one voice, which could work in their favor.
In the second case, however, it would appear that it's every man for himself.
Both Mudavara and Uhuru Kenyatta, by saying that we are not responsible, they were actually blaming Ali by saying it is the police, because Mudavara's argument was, hierarchically, I don't command the police. It is the Commissioner of Police.
However, it could still work for them individually, although it doesn't mean the case would collapse.
You can remove the police, and the case between the two still remains. Remember, the prosecutor had charged initially for also crimes that were committed by police, but the judges had thrown that out for insufficient evidence. Because that is no longer part of the case, Ali can save himself by simply saying, I didn't do what you're saying.
The judges only need to establish that there are substantial grounds to believe the suspects committed the crimes they are accused of for the case to proceed to trial. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Weekend.